I'm going to give you 17 really simple ways to become more efficient. You're going in the right direction. How do I speed it up a little bit? Number one, if you're not doing this, consider it. It's time management principles. Set goals. You should have a master list, a monthly list, a weekly list, and a daily list. Do not leave your office and set your daily goals in the morning. Set them before you leave the office the night before. Because if you are like me, you wake up at 2 o'clock in the morning and you go, I've got to do that. You've got to discharge your head so you get sleep. What do? You do it the night before, last half an hour. You go, wow, got it. You write it all down. It's liberating. You kick everyone out of the office, say, leave me alone. I'm setting the days tomorrow, what I'm doing. Don't do it in the morning, do it the night before. Next one, number 2, the first 10% of your time that you spend planning and organising will actually save you as much as 90%. Got to learn to plan. Okay, look, it's just amazing how we build a business sometimes in a life. I deal with a lot of builders. And the most amazing thing about builders, you have a floor plan before you build. It's like funny that. Okay, so you wouldn't go to a building site and just throw bricks up, would you? I mean, if you did, they'd think, oh, wow, it's a bit strange, this guy. So you're never going to build a house. The floor plan is not only for buildings, it's for businesses. Next one, the 80-20 rule. 20% of your activities will give you 80% of your results. The key question is, am I concentrating on the 20%? Don't sweat the small stuff. Half of the time it just goes away. Like disappears. You go, where did that go? Next one, consider the consequences. Like if you're not selling, all right, if you say to yourself, well, what would be the consequence of not selling and marketing my business? And if you say, I would go broke, then that is a pretty high priority. All right, that's like a wake-up call. Like, I think I've got to do that. So consider the consequences. If the consequences are little or nothing, then prioritise that accordingly. Next principle, practice the ABCDE method. And it's really simple. A means, you might want to write this down, A means I have to do. B means I must do. C means I should do. D means delegate. And E means eliminate. And what you do is you prioritise your goals or your list A1, A2, A3. And guess what you start on? A1. And guess what you don't move on to? Until you've done A1, you don't move on to anything else. I don't know about you, but I am hopeless at multitasking. You do, one of the key principles of time management, you touch a bit of paper once. Okay, number 6, focus on your key result areas, which is really important. Number 7, obey the law of forced efficiency. There is always enough time to do the things that are most important. Are you doing the things that are most important? Here is my conclusion of working in the corporate careers. There's never enough time to do everything. And you think you stay there longer, you're going to fix it up. It doesn't. It just keeps on coming. It never ends. Okay, number 8 is a key one. Focus on your strengths. Every particular individual has a gift here. The key to success is finding your gift and doing it. Do not become the general manager of the world. We're not built for it. And what you do is you focus on those activities that you're no good at. The key to building a successful business is when you employ people who are different than you. But what we do is we employ people because we like them. And guess what they want to do? The stuff that we like doing. No! You know, like, come on, I'm pretty sales and marketing. I don't usually hang out with accountants. It's not my, like, there are some accountants I would hang out with, so I reserve that. But, you know, I don't go out there and say, oh, let's hang out. But you know what? I really need accountants. Because they do all the stuff that I hate doing. You're like, really to me, in front of a computer doing spreadsheets is not my cup of tea. But I figure it's really important. So I've actually got to employ people who are really good at that, who are so analytically retentive that they are so attention to detail. They drive, and I used to have that in a public company. It used to drive me nuts, but I loved him. Because you wouldn't watch on me, I'm an eagle, I'll just go out there and do 120 things and somebody has to clean up the mess.